becoming a hat person? That's something we need to find out. I think I always saw myself as not a hat person. I always thought that if I walked out of the house with a little like baseball cap on, people would just know I don't normally wear hats and they would all point and laugh and jeer at me as I walked by. But then Bim told me, Bim's my best friend, she said, you know what, Charlotte, I think you are a hat person. So I've been trying to wear hats more. I used to wear hats. Like I used to wear beanies. I lived through 2014. Of course I wore beanies. I did a snapback once in a while. It was never consistent, the snapback. But like again, I was alive in 2016, so like that was the vibe at the time. But now like I did do a small baseball cap run. I'm not throwing this ball, Cosette. My dog's here, by the way. I did a small baseball cap run summer of I'll say 2017. That's my best guess. Because we went to Niagara Falls. We were spending a lot of time outside. I went to the zoo. I mean, you got to have a baseball cap for that. That's just like common sense. I don't want skin cancer, therefore I will wear a baseball cap. But recently, I've been really deciding whether or not I'm a hat person. Like if I'm going outside for an extended period of time, most of the time I still wouldn't wear a hat, but now I'm more inclined to wear one. And then I was like, okay, what? My roommates now wear hats as like a fashion accessory. I guess it's like part of their outfit. And they can just pull off hats really easily. Like they put on hats and like, yes, you are a hat person. And I just don't think, I don't think me wearing a hat will compute. Even if you don't know me. I just don't think I look like someone who wears a hat. Do you feel that? Do you feel that as well? I don't know. Like, I always like to say in my head, like, if I ever want to see if someone really knows me, I'll ask them, do you think I'd, like, be good on a motorcycle? Like, do you think I look like someone or I act like someone who would be on a motorcycle? And if they say no, that's how you know they know me. Because, like, I want a motorcycle. But am I the type of person to have a motorcycle? Well, no. Well, no. I don't actually want a motorcycle. I just say these things. Do I actually want to be a hat person? In March I was a hat person. March I wore hats a lot because in Texas, March is spring. Well, like March is like what Maryland's end of spring, that's what March is like in Texas. So I felt myself wearing hats a lot. And Bim and I, we took a trip to Annapolis and I had an audition there. And like we just hung out in Annapolis after and like I was in a baseball cap and it was kind of a vibe. I still don't think I looked like a hat person, but I felt like one and it was awesome. So, yeah, I don't know. Because I've been having a similar crisis with my socks. We've been new. I like socks. I had a sock subscription, Awesome Socks Club, Hank Green. I unsubscribed recently because I just had way too many socks, but it's still in my heart. I am an Awesome Socks subscriber. But the length of the socks, I love them under jeans, where the jeans kind of cover them, but with shorts, it's a little different. I like them in the studio. They're the best dancing socks I've found. But other than that, like, me wearing, like, jeans, shorts, right? Normal people shorts. With the socks, the length that they are, they're a little longer. Like, longer than, like, here. No one's allowed to see my toes. Like here-ish. So I've been, like, folding them under, folding them over, like, a little bit. But it just hasn't been fruitful so far. Because it makes me look like I have a little bit of a cankle. Because the socks are thicker. Just a real big crossroads in my life. Yeah, and it's like, I've been taking ballet class all week. Let me rephrase that. I've been teaching ballet class all week and taking some of the class that I've been teaching. And I, through and through, am a cut-off tights person. You know, people, dancers, non-dancers I'm talking to. We have a leotard, we wear tights over, and then you cut most of the tights off so they just kind of look like swim trunk length, you know? Like if someone was, like a kid was on swim team, that's the kind of bike shorts. We make bike shorts out of tights. And I've really enjoyed wearing basketball shorts over. Does that defeat the whole purpose of wearing tights under? Well, no. That's ballet core right there. Big frumpy t-shirt, basketball shorts and then the tightest possible outfit on under. I feel like that's the vibe. But I'd wear those with my socks, and it looks good because I'm supposed to look a little frumpy. So, there was one more thing I had to say in the same vein, but like, I kind of like have to go. I'm putting on a show. In 2 weeks, I choreographed a show, and now it's being put on in my hometown. So like, that's where I'm off to, and that's why I like look nice. But I was getting nervous, so I just decided to sit and talk to no one. So thanks for being here for me. Hopefully I can be here for you in other ways. Am I a hat person? I don't have a hat with me to show you. And even if I did, I wouldn't put it on because I don't want to mess up my hair. But like, am I a hat person? Like, sure, okay, maybe, like, you know when someone's mustache is like performative. You know when someone's matcha drinking is performative. Like, anytime a man is like, can I get a matcha? That's not for the love of the game. That's for like how you love to be perceived that way. Like, if I'm sitting at a coffee shop and reading, it's like, how much of it is because I just can't put down this book? And how much of it is because mysterious coffee shop book girl? I don't think I've ever like gone to a place to sit down and explicitly like just read. I don't know if I've ever done that. Like, I think it's been like more like I need to pass the time. Like, my roommate goes and gets a haircut and I have to drive him there. I will just find a spot near there and just sit and read. But I didn't go on that trip to just read because I can read at home. I can read in my backyard. Why am I doing that big whole song and dance? If anything, I focus less because I'm outside and I'm like all like I'm not in my right space. Anyway, I love a dirty chai. Can I be honest? Like, chai tea by itself, not my favorite. Espresso by itself, not my favorite. But when they combine forces, it's like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Like, when they combine forces, they are better than they are separate. Some things, when they try to be both things at once, fail because of it. Like a strode, like a street and a road combined is a strode. And then it sucks at being both. Like, a road is somewhere where you should go faster, less stoplights, more like merging, kind of giving highway a little bit. Don't quote me on that. But then a street is where you can have like businesses, parking spots on this side where people are walking, biking, stuff like that. So when you have these stroads, these weird in between, like, America loves building these things, right? It sucks at being both. There's always traffic. The stoplights are timed weird. There's always way too many people trying to use the same road. And then there's also pedestrians, and the cars are pissed off because the pedestrians are there, and the pedestrians are pissed off because the cars are there. What if we just separated them a little bit more? But that's besides the point. Chai and espresso go better together than they are apart. What else could you say that for? I wish I knew, but that's not what this video is about. Am I a hat person? Yes or no? Yes or no? That's the crux of this issue. Am I a hat person? Yes or no? Thank you.